Which one are we doing first?
What we just read?
Hi, family. Welcome to God's Dynamics Family Building. And I'm going to see how we're going to get through this particular video. I know what you're doing. I know what you're flexing your muscles. I know what you're doing. Anyway, the topic for today is intimacy. You can see I don't know how we're going to get through this video.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
So,
All right.
intimacy, and this is coming from the book.
The
First of all,
Beatitudes.
well, it's coming from the Bible.
Yes. The first book.
Yes.
Which
and the
inspired
Beatitudes.
my book.
The Beatitudes.
The Beatitudes, Women in Many Faces We Wear.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about sexual intimacy. And not just the importance of sexual intimacy, but also something that I touched on in the book,
Mm-hmm.
and that is
Using it as a weapon.
weapon.
Because again, the scripture you brought was 1 Corinthians.
Mhm.
I don't recall where right now.
I want to read it. Let me get it. Hang on a second. All right. And it's in 1 Corinthians 7:3, verse 5. And I remember even a girlfriend of mine, she said to me, when she saw it, when she read it, she said, I did not know, I had no idea this scripture was in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
So for those who did not know, the Bible contains everything
Mm-hmm.
about life. Every answer, everything that you could come up against, there is a word for it. So 1 Corinthians 7:3-5, it says, the husband should meet his wife's sexual needs, and the wife should do the same for her husband.
Mm-hmm.
The wife doesn't have authority over her own body. Don't get stuck there.
Mm-hmm.
But the husband does. Likewise, the husband doesn't have authority over his own body, but the wife does. Don't refuse to meet each other's needs unless you both agree for a short period of time, to devote yourself to prayer. Then come back together again so that Satan might not tempt you because of your lack of self-control.
Mm-hmm.
It's so detailed
Yeah.
in here.
Well, I guess the first part would just be to recognize that when you're married, your body no longer just belongs to you.
Right.
It actually belongs to your spouse, so you can't use it as though you're withholding it from them, because they have every right to the pleasures of your body
Right.
as you do. I mean, as it says in the scripture, your body's no longer your own.
Mm-hmm. And I talk about this too, and I use the phrase spiteful abstinence. We know abstaining is, withholding sex,
Mhm.
intimacy, but being spiteful about it, because you
As a
won't do this for me,
punishment.
as a punishment, because
Yeah.
you won't. That can cause detriment to a marriage, such division,
Mm-hmm.
frustration, and lack of honor. That would be a cause for argument right there. And it will create distance.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
so many repercussions.
Yeah, I mean, it just undermines the whole institution of marriage, realizing that you're not your own anymore.
Right.
Whether it's the physical aspect for sex, or just
Totally go against the word.
the whole marriage, the institution
The joining
of
of
marriage is shaken.
it's going to be dismantled if that keeps happening
Mhm.
in the marriage. Intimacy, and the scriptures talk a lot about that. It's even the act of knowing.
Mm-hmm.
Becoming that one, really getting yourself connected. And it's a sad thing
Mhm.
when something so beautiful, something so special and wonderful can be taken and used as if it's
weapon.
and to use in such such a way that it strips away life, or that love, or it,
But
it
gives
just bothers
it
me.
does give us the well, part of the remedy even in the scripture, but it says to come together. Yeah, you only can separate when you have done so
In agreement.
Yeah, but then it should also, in that same token, it should motivate us that when there is some kind of a disagreement, or there's something that brings us apart, that
Work it out real
you work
quick.
it out. Yeah, you work it out. I think you mentioned that in the book as well too. You work it out quickly so that you can get past that and you can come together
Right.
as one and enjoy the
Time
sexual
together.
intimacy in marriage.
And it's not just sexual. It's really just
Connecting.
connecting in a very deep deep way. And I just even want to bring up too about it makes it clear. Paul says it right here. It makes it clear in Scripture. He says that even when you do separate, even if it's in agreement and you do separate for a time during prayer or fasting or so forth, get back together as soon as possible,
Yeah.
because temptation is there. He says.
The enemy is looking for
And
any
the
little
enemy,
area to come in
yes,
and to separate further and
to
just-
separate you.
So you don't work those things out quickly.
Work those things out quickly. There's no attitude or nothing, that should separate a husband and wife from that. So we encourage you, as husband. You wanted to say something else?
Oh, I think that was good. I mean, you covered a lot more in the book, but I think that was good just to, as far as doing the video, just really re-emphasizing that point of, the don't use it as a weapon, but allow it to, allow the word to really give us a direction, which is making us come together quickly so we can enjoy each other. Yeah, I remember before we first married, and we used to play around and say, whose body is this, and things like that.
That's
as well.
so true.
Yeah.
I forgot.
That was before we even knew the scripture. Though.
Right,
It was just
right,
like
right.
We recognized that it wasn't, we weren't our
We're
own.
so committed, to each other that we were not our own, but we were so tightly knit and joined together that it wasn't even just that one thing anymore. But
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that. It is that strict.
Yeah.
All right? So we encourage you all, husbands and wives, don't let little disagreements, don't let unnecessary things separate you, especially to mess with your intimacy, mess with those special times.
Yeah. Well, they come up,
Together.
but just don't let them linger.
Yes.
You know.
Don't let them linger and be that vice that brings destruction to your marriage.
Yes.
Okay? So with that, and we encourage you, go spend some snuggle time together, love on each other, flex. Just enjoy each other today. All right, and let's continue to build biblical, healthy families together. God bless.